bye for now. This is the last story of this week, and it is the SpaceX Starship, which had a successful flight and then landed a little too hard and exploded into flames. But SpaceX is saying, don't worry about the explosion part. The important part is that it flew. This is their Mars rocket, the one that they want. They're planning to send with people to Mars. Thankfully, there were no people on board this test flight, as they would be cinders right now. But they had a successful flight. This rocket, it used to be called, if you remember, Elon Musk was calling it the BFR, which stands for Big Fucking Rocket. It's the biggest one they've made. You know, they make the Dragon capsule, and I forgot what the rocket is called that fires it, but it's not this big. This is a giant Starship is what they're calling it now, because it's nicer for marketing purposes than Big Fucking Rocket. And this is called the serial number 8, was this specific rocket. And it went up for about 5 minutes to 8 miles. Good 8 mile up. In a reference to the real Slim Shady. It went off without a hitch. Then it did what they're calling a belly flop, which is was on purpose. It's sort of it's got these 4 wings that almost looks like a skydiver, and it sort of belly flops when it comes back down, like a sky, like one of those skydivers who's like controlling their descent by making themselves flat. And I'll show you this video. It's pretty cool. So this giant rocket took off, went 8 miles up. It belly flopped, which is sort of glided back down, looking really cool. And and then right before it lands, it does a maneuver where it goes straight back, vertical again, and it's supposed to gently land, but it came down a little too hard. And by a little too hard, I mean it exploded the fuck out of itself. It's worth watching this video on YouTube of it going, though. It's pretty cool.
10, 8,
here we go.
7,
let's watch this.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff.
If you listen to the audio version, I'll narrate for you. A big fucking rocket is taking off. It's they have a camera inside the rocket too that's looking at
all teams triage alarms.
Thrusters. Looks pretty cool. I mean, this thing is as big as like a silo or an office building. It uses methane propulsion, so it's burning methane. 3 thrusters, obviously computer controlled, so the thrusters are sort of moving around, and you'll see them in a second independently sort of move so that they can support this thing in space. Okay, we're a minute in, and you can see the Earth fading way below. Oh, there we go. Ooh, cool. The old sort of flames look like they surrounded the thing for a second. It looks like it's on fire. but it's holding up okay. A little burnage happened on some of the chassis there, it looks like, but that's all right. Now we have the rocket's the thrusters moving independently, so it's just hovering, which is really cool. This big thing is just hovering right now above the Earth. And now we're going to see it in a second, belly flop back down. Okay, here it goes. It's starting to tip over. It's been in the air for like 4 minutes now. Oh no, I'm tipped over. I've tipped over. And now we can see, I fast forward a little bit, this thing, it's belly flopping. It's just sort of gliding back down to Earth. It looks like it's not moving, but it's really actually falling really fast. Let's see, at some point we can see it. Uh-oh. That's weird. Okay. Wait, I'm going to go back a little bit. All right. It's belly flopping. It's belly flopping. The thrusters are off. It's just sort of in free fall right now. In a second we'll see it go through some clouds. You can see in one of the exterior cameras the Earth approaching very fast. Oh, there's the clouds. Now you get a little perspective. It's falling very fast. And now thrusters come on again, and it goes back vertical. It's pointing up towards the sky again, but the thrusters are slowing its descent, slowing, but not slow enough. Holy shit. And it explodes in a fireball the size of Texas. Wow, that was a gigantic fireball. Watch that on YouTube. I'm looking at this through the popsci.com SpaceX launch story. But so that one's dead. But they're saying Elon Musk said, watch out for SN9, the next version, coming soon. And they were happy with the data they got on this flight. And just one more thing, I like that mixed feelings about Elon Musk's politics, but I love that he called it a rapid unscheduled disassembly. It's his name for giant rocket explosion. So the rocket was unscheduled to disassemble, and it did so anyway. But they're going to have another one built very soon, and the goal is to get this thing to Mars with some people on it one of these days. Probably, not in the next year. In the next 10 years, I can see a very real chance that we'll see this thing get some people to Mars. Let us hope. That'll be fun, right?